Welcome to episode 3 of the Greg and Martin 10-minute chat hour. I'm Greg Lestraps.
And I am YouTube superstar Martin Lestraps.
Yeah, he sure is. Listen, let's just say, hypothetically, I mean, we know that this isn't the case, but let's say that episode 1 came out and you didn't become a YouTube superstar.
Don't even want to
think. I know it's tough to, and it's also kind of, of course, well, it takes quite a stretch. It's quite a stretch of the imagination.
Just
to pretend that he didn't become a YouTube superstar.
For the sake of this 10 minutes, I'll go with you on it.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Is that a story that would be that you'd be telling for years to come? Would it be that much of a disappointment to you, or have you had bigger disappointments than that? That might have been if that had actually happened.
If hypothetically, and I can barely say it without laughing, if I wasn't enjoying a meteoric rise as a YouTube superstar as of episode 1,
right?
It would be pretty crushing. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just the thought of it, just the hypothetical would be crushing.
It's bad.
But here's the other thing.
What?
It wouldn't be the first life crush that I experienced.
What?
Yeah.
You?
Hashtag life crush.
Hashtag life crush. I like that. That's good.
Here's the thing. You and I, we're creative sorts. Mm-hmm. We take a lot of joy out of being creative.
Right.
Part of being creative is having an audience to sort of enjoy whatever creative stuff that you're putting out into the world.
Right.
But that also means that
there are going to be tons of people who are going to make certain that never happens.
That's
right?
That's more true than I want it to be.
Yeah.
Now in my case, I'm an author, and while at this point I have a couple of books available for people to read, there was a time
a couple.
I have
4.
I have 4 novels.
4 novels
for your pleasure. For your pleasure.
Right.
But before I had 4 novels, I had 0 novels.
Right.
And the reason I had 0 novels is I couldn't get them published. And so we only have 10 minutes, so I won't bore you with the details. But basically,
no, catalog every one of your rejections as a novelist.
I think
we can cover that in 10 minutes.
Many. Well, we can. You know what?
Have you ever been rejected by the New Yorker? Have you sent a short story to the New Yorker?
You know what? Odds are yes.
All right.
Odds are I probably have, and maybe also Playboy, because they publish short stories.
Oh, Playboy does. Those are good.
Those
are good short stories.
Here's the big one. So, if you're an author, it's one of the most common things in the world is to try to get a literary agent, because a literary agent, they'll represent you and they'll get you a nice big book deal.
Right.
And before you know it, you'll be on Good Morning America with Stephen King talking about some amazing thing you did. Mm-hmm. But you and every other writer wants a literary agent, so it's a competitive deal. So in 2005, about a decade or so ago, I found myself in the rarefied air of having the opportunity to actually talk with a literary agent.
Amazing.
And because I think this was before I was a YouTube superstar, but I think he saw something. I think he saw my future hashtag.
Right.
So he said, you know what? I would like to see what you're working on. So about a couple weeks later, I sent him my first novel, and I was working hard on it, but it was also my first novel. So whatever that means, probably wasn't my best work. But I sent it to him, and as soon as I sent it to him, I could see my whole future unfolding, and I knew how wonderful my life was going to be, and it was going to be a bestseller, and they were going to make movies, and I was going to be on Good Morning America with Stephen King.
Right.
And so I was just waiting for the letter in which he told me that all that stuff was going to come true. And I waited a couple of months, and I wasn't even worried, because I was like, you know what? He's basking in the glow of the amazing collaboration we're going to have for the next several decades.
Sure.
And so I finally got a letter in the mail. Not only did I get a letter in the mail, I got it on my birthday. And I knew this was a sign. I knew there's no way.
How was the penmanship on the on the letter?
It was almost.
Was it attached to your windshield?
That would have been. It would have been. It was.
Remember that? That was a callback to episode 2.
Yeah. Hashtag callback.
Yeah.
So I got a letter on my birthday, and I knew that this was a sign. There's no way in the world.
Nothing bad is going to come in the mail for you on your birthday.
And
impossible.
No. And so I took this letter, and then I opened it up, and I'll go ahead and paraphrase.
Please.
He said, "I don't want your goddamned book."
Wow.
Again, I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said.
That is some
on
ripe
my birthday.
language.
And so if you want to talk about life crushed, holy goodness, that was a tough one to come back from.
That is, wow, that makes me sad.
You know what? Here's what'll make you feel better. You don't even remember this, but I'll remind you. That same day, you took me to see a screening of Match Point.
Oh, I remember that day.
After the screening, Woody Allen was there for a Q&A, and Scarlett Johansson.
Everybody was there.
And so that was
she
nice.
Looked amazing.
And then during the Q&A, I told Woody Allen, "Did you know that I got rejected today?"
By the New Yorker? He's never been rejected by the New Yorker.
No, I don't think he has. But certainly, because you are an embarrassing disappointment, so certainly.
Yeah. Oh no. Believe me, yeah. I've got rejection stories for days that we couldn't fit in 10 minutes. But I'll tell you one quick one. This was a harsh one, and it wasn't a rejection actually.
Oh.
It was actually the opposite of a rejection.
Oh.
What was that? Oh, I thought we ran out of time.
No. I got nervous too.
Woo! No. Okay, I got to tell you this story. I'll make it quick though because we only have a few minutes left. But okay, so in another life, I was a would-be rock star, and I played around Hollywood. Played all the clubs. I was a regular in the Coconut Teaser, the Gig on Melrose, also and other places. I played at House of Blues, etc., a bunch of places.
And people actually liked you.
And I actually had a following, and people would come out to see my shows, and it was a pretty lively show, and. We worked long and hard, and we had just cut some demos, and my bass player at the time was working at Kinko's, which is now FedEx.
Sure.
Kinko's. He was working at Kinko's, and he was playing our demo over the speakers, just over and over for everybody, that he worked with at Kinko's. And he started to play the demo again, and everybody's like, "Dude, enough with." He's like, "No, just one more time. I just want to hear it one more time because I'm really proud of it." Whatever. He plays it one more time. A woman is in Kinko's making some photocopies for some band that she manages.
Oh,
big manager. She was actually she was a manager's. She was the assistant to the head manager of a very, very large management company in Los Angeles. And she said she went to the counter and she said, "Who is this?" And he said, "Oh, this is my band. This is my buddy is singing." And she said, "This is amazing. I wanna meet everybody in the band." And so that's what happened. We met her. It was legit, and she worked for this huge company, and she was very excited about us. And we did a showcase for her at Leeds Rehearsal Studio in North Hollywood. I don't think that's there anymore, but she loved it. She was like, "Okay, yeah, we just let's. I want to get you guys. I want to groom you, and I want to get you record label ready, polish you guys up a bit." And so we were working on that. And it was a very, very exciting time. We were all really amped, and we were just ready to become rock stars.
Excited
we
for
were
you.
ready to become rock stars. Could not wait.
That's a great story.
Yeah, we already had our groupies picked out. We're like, you get this one, I get that one, and that kind of thing. And this is the girlfriend. Your girlfriend is going to be the one that breaks up the band. My girlfriend is going to be the one that inspires everybody. She's like the muse, and we were talking about all this stuff. We just knew this was going to happen. And she's like, "Great, I'm going to take you to when you guys are ready, I'm taking you to the head of the company, and because he's going to be blown away. But I want to get to the point, where it's undeniable. It's just your package is so slick and beautiful, and he's just going to know, oh yeah, these guys are stars, right?" And then I hadn't heard from her for a little while. It had been like a month, which was really unusual for her because we were talking regularly. And about the prospects, because she was just as excited because she knew that I was going to be her ticket. She was going to be my ticket. I was going to be her ticket. Yeah. And we were going to take this rocket to the moon. Finally, I after a while, I had been trying to call her, and finally I got through. And she said, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Did I mention that I used to have brain cancer and I've been in remission for a long time?" Ooh. And I said, "No, you didn't." And she said, "Yeah. Anyway, it's kind of back." Long story short, because I know we're running out of time. She, unfortunately, we lost her, and she passed away before anybody knew, and she hadn't told anybody about us yet because she was saving us for that magic moment when she was going to present us to the company. And
wow.
Yeah.
And you know what? Happen. That's big of you to use your half of this show to talk about her life crush.
Yes.
That was
Thank you.
Because certainly,
I could have talked about my own.
certainly,
It wasn't a big deal for me.